It's Thursday, and you know exactly what that means. The last day of the week for ASL to go through. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ASL Week 3 of Term 1. I'm AR, as always, joined by the wonderful, the incredible Altruism, and we are looking forward to even more chaos today.
Ending off a week that has been full of these storylines that have come out. People who have done their research have excelled and certainly have set themselves as a precedent across their various groups with, people doing back-to-back wins. People hitting those 20 bombs plus in multiple games. We're hitting over 50 points in a single lobby, and there's 2 of them per day. This is the last 2 of the 6 for the week, and there's only 1 week left, AR, to fight it out for those 32 spots in the Premier Division.
Yep, 182 schools fighting for that, and a very big thing over here, only 1 team per school can make their way into that Premier Division, and we've seen how it's affected the gameplays of these guys, how they've pushed forward even more. I think this is the first time within a Fortnite season for ASL that we're seeing consistent almost 20 kills and more in these games, whether it's Victory Royale or not. There's still these kills happening, of course. All of this made possible by this beautiful logo over here, Ace and Nitro. Yes, we couldn't do it without them. 4th year of ASL, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Things are going to be big over here.
Yeah, I love that ASL has now become established and people are trusting it, people are investing in it. ASA is the prime example, but also the schools, they're getting involved, highest number of signups, and I think a large part of it comes down to what this all leads to. Suddenly, esports is a real thing. We've got AGC to look forward to at the end of August, students and pros gathering for a single tournament. We've seen schools really invest in terms of coaches. You talk about that like 1 team per school rule. You've got people like PRG sending in 6 or 7 teams, and yesterday we got to see their alpha squad, who's assuming that they are ranked alphabetically, their best of their best, doing and showing off what that distillation of power looks like. So the rest of the teams underneath certainly have a difficult journey ahead of them. But man, AR, when you have a difficult journey, the only thing you can do is rise to the occasion. We've seen that in these youngsters.
With a whole new season as well, these guys have picked up on everything new very, very quickly, whether it be the guns that have been unvaulted, the new mechanics of even the black markets and rotation-wise of the map. These guys do a fantastic job every single time it gets to a new season where they learn it within a couple of hours and then show us the best of the best as soon as ASL comes through. But like we said, this is week 3 of term 1. If you guys want to get your schools involved, you can't do it yet anymore for term 1, but term 2 will be around the corner soon. You guys can go ahead and get your schools involved with that. schools.acgl.gg. Go over there, get your school signed up, get everything done, because again, we want to see more of you guys in here. 182 schools is a lot. Surely we can get to 200, right?
Oh, easily, right? Everyone kind of like waits to see a proven product. Right now, this is it. ACGL runs it. It gives such a nice website, the interaction, the support that you get. We don't work with for ACGL. We are private, and I love coming in for these events every weekday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And the number of titles that are also now being available for students, everything from, your Rocket League, your Valorant that we get to see after these broadcasts, the Fortnite 3 days a week that we're going to be jumping into right now, and even mobile games like Brawlhalla and Brawl Stars. It's fantastic. There's 2 maps available, and we're seeing a lot of slow play in the beginning with very dedicated, determined, thought-out routes from a lot of these teams.
We see what we've seen yesterday, I should say, and kind of what we're seeing here again. A lot of teams going up north towards Magic Masters, towards Flooded Frogs, maybe just waiting for that armored vehicle to spawn one more time. But we do have a stacked lobby over here. 78 people in this lobby, all 30 teams gonna be battling it out. You know what happens when the numbers get that high. The end zones are always gonna be crazy.
End zones are crazy, and so you've got to prepare for that, right? We've talked about all the M's that you want. You got to have your meds out in case, or at least between the team. And we've seen the healing mist being a big part of that, being able to turn the tide in a battle, or really bunker down that and a heal off at the end could be insane. You've got to have your materials. We've seen people running out of builds and then just being caught out in the open or being flanked on high ground by their opposition. The mythics that we see, the new guns are great. That basically like hybrid between the submachine gun assault rifle that does huge damage. Come on, man.
And not to mention the utilities that we also have that prove so useful. The pulse scanner that shows you everyone in the area periodically. Yeah. Even the Sub-Zero stuff will come in handy. There are new combos coming out for it as well. And then there's those gold splashes out. The ones that make you run faster. The ones that make you swing your pickaxe faster. Makes taking wars easily. Of course, this is builds if you guys are joining in for the first time to watch this. And also, we should mention, for the point system of this, it's both kills and placements, and you can see that kill feed lighting up immediately.
I mean, look at the southeastern area down here by the Kappa Kappa factory and Hopeful Heights. There's teams that have obviously thought about where they want to drop, and then halfway down they realize 3 or 4 teams around them. Gold Splash is coming out now for Zany, able to drop down and has now got that faster pickaxe speed. So it's going to be able to at least try and chew through some materials, but some action here in the center. I mean, we started with 30 teams. We're already lost 2. This is one of the fastest bits of collateral that we've seen out of these tournaments. 10 people already hit the deck, and Mast Meadow here being the home of a bit of an execution. Donnie, the last one left alive for this team, and they've got one trade on the other side, sees their opponent jumping across, and now has to box up and try to find a way out.
And you have that great pistol in hand. You have the mammoth pistol to go ahead and act as a shotgun in this situation, but you gotta hit that shot, and will you hit it over here? Chooses to go with that suppressed pistol. He loads the mammoth, waiting for an angle as a bleed out on Mr. Potato Man goes over there. It's now that 1v1 situation. At least we think it is. We don't know if there's any other teammates nearby. No, there is just a 1v1 in this situation. Building up, gonna break that ramp up top, but the spray down from heaven as well. Needs to build that wall immediately, and this is a tough battle with no shotgun. Sure, you have that mammoth pistol, but you don't have the pellet advantage that you have with the shotgun. Done taking up down to 5 shield. Gonna go ahead, pop that singular mini. Actually cancels it halfway to get that build. Behind the opponent now, gets the mammoth pistol and then gets the spray down with the suppressed pistol. Goes ahead and clutches up 3 kills to the name. Can safely now get the reboot cards and get the teammates back.
That was such a nice patient play. Like, hold steady for a long time, edits out the side, wraps around the whole time, and holds that angle. So they had no chance but to jump out there facing the wrong way. And a great cleanup from Donnie is going to allow the teammates to come back in. So we'll maybe catch up with them a bit later again. More teams dropping to the floor, 25 left, and Miley Bottoms now engaged in a fight of their own, takes their own ramp and walking in through the wall. Probably a bit of a technical viewer issue. Oh, takes a big chunk. The edits on the side provide the opportunity. Facing 2 opposition, they come over the top. Miley Buttons taking down the 2 teammates from some distance away, it would seem.
Yeah, and drops that golden mammoth pistol for those opponents as well. Did hit one over there. I want to point that out. Did hit one as we move over to Vibinks, who gets shot with, I believe that was a mammoth pistol as well over there. Now forced to retreat, and you know, you're all the way south over here. The storm's starting to push in. You want to make sure that you get to the safe zone first. Then go ahead and hold out those other members of the teams that's chasing you down. But look how quickly they are chasing down. They've got the baseball bats in hand. It's Moods, Spider, and Hurtful. As they rush through, Spider has that Sub-Zero. Moods with no mobility whatsoever. And it was that mammoth pistol that hit, but no ammo left within it. So we'll have to go ahead and try to find some. There is a knock in the storm over there we can see on the minimap, and that's going to prove a little bit dire situation for that blue team. It's down to a solo versus this trios, and the thirst will come through from Moods.
Oh, big. There's some decent loot in that as well, so they're going to be walking into the zone against one less opposition. And with their numbers advantage, they just need to try and find a way out of the zone. No health packs here for Hurtful, so can't really take too much more of the tick. Spots out in opposition, trying to land the shots, tracking the whole way through. Can't confirm the kill, and now has drawn the attention of their opposition. Can't afford to box up for too long here. Pop some shields and make a dash for the far side of the zone. Has at least 3 people looking at them right now, though. So 13 total HP. Gonna go back up another 25 there. So trying to just get some distance. Doesn't really have the long range poke or the inventory right now they want, and trying to maybe get those teammates back alive. Across the rest of the field, numbers steadily ticking down, AR.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we usually see. There's 57 players left within this, and a lot slower than what we would expect with a stacked lobby that we have right now as we move over to Flashy. Gets the knock on A3 over there with that hollow twister. A decent inventory over here. Could use a better shotgun, but still beaming nonetheless with what they have. But yeah, this means that we're going to see sort of that stacked end games that we usually know and love in ASL, where the zone pulls onto the top of a mountain and there's one team and everyone's doing a mad scramble to try to wall jump up with.
Yeah, that's the thing. Right now, you've got maybe 1 or 2 good items in your inventory. The rest is kind of filler. And so the big thing is when you now meet up in these sort of clashes where you got 3 or 4 teams right next to each other and the eliminations start going down, now's where you start collecting the best loot. Pine gonna go for that very quick resurrection. Knows how important the numbers, but there's no time wasted here from the team from Thomas Moore. Drellin and Reflex push the aggression. The res has gone off and immediately taken down. And it's 1-2. And the pincer maneuver was there, but the equalization was there. Reflex falls afterwards. Pine pulls off the 1v2. Amazing solo plays.
Oh my goodness. And I want to point out something that happened over there as well. The initial Mammoth Pistol shot went off, hit a body shot, but the opposing teammate on that hill, the opposition, hit a headshot with it. And that's how much you need to aim with that Mammoth Pistol, because one headshot like that opens up an opportunity, but they did not manage to go ahead and clutch it up. A beautiful res at the precise time as we move over to Dex. 24 shield, actually make that just 49 HP. Bullets coming through, tries to get that shotgun shot, now trying to take some height. Jumps all the way like a ninja out top. Manages to build it up. I do believe that shotgun hit, but with 2 teammates pushing you, holding each other's hands in camaraderie to get that elimination, it's going to be a tough one, and that's the numbers advantage we always talk about here, Alt.
I mean, this is something that we don't spend a lot of time talking about it, but is how far you want to spread yourselves apart as teammates, whether it's 2 or 3. There was such an attempt from Dex to buy time. Oh, please.
Is that a baseball bat?
The Soap Lord, if you guys are not sure, the new baseball bat, if you charge it up, you can send your opponent flying. Absolutely flying. Actually decides to go for the spray down confirmation of the kill, but you can knock people off cliffs, off builds. You can do devastating things, and it's guaranteed fall damage after that. So we're still waiting for that elimination.
I just want to see a home run elimination, bro. Like, show it to me, please. It's ASL. It's the most chaos that we've ever seen. Just show it to me as we move over to Stoic Cade and the rest of the squad fighting up. Juno has that golden SMG in hand, going to use to break some bull. Shotgun in hand, gets a beautiful edit window. Knocks down AWAC, a name that we've seen before. And that's a massive knock right there.
Juno is a name that I'm also coming to recognize. Definitely big plays here. And I love the fact that was an edit, sprays a little bit, but then re-edits for the second shot to confirm it. Doesn't get greedy the whole way through. And now his teammates in numbers pushing in on their opponent. Stoicade manages to come in, and Juno does finish off Dragon. That Dragon AWAC squad has been, is normally about top 5 in at least every lobby, right? At least top 5.
Yeah, we've seen them dominate lobbies within the past year or so. They are absolutely top skilled players and surefire to be at the top of esports one day. But in this lobby, they just got brutalized over there. As Pine right now getting one knock, and that golden shotgun is going to go ahead and help out. Edits from Flashy coming through, building those boxes beautifully. Dashes out, and you can see the mobility that has been added last season. Just the way you jump a little bit differently. These guys know how to utilize it. There's one knock from Pine on Spider. Reloading that hollow twister assault rifle. Of course, the hit scan weaponry breaks the bolt, dodges the snipe. Now Pine moving up quickly, checks behind, make sure no one's pushing. Dodging these sniper shots beautifully. Again, that sniper does a good amount of damage, but the bullet drop makes it a little bit tough to use sometimes. The flank from Flashy right now.
Yeah.
Shotgun shots going out. It's a tough situation. Maybe let's just go ahead. Break down that entire bowl. Send him crashing down. Brings him all the way down. Still trying to keep high ground is that player. The sprays coming through and Flashy doing everything that he can to bring that player to ground level. Keep them down to earth as they move further in. But there is another team over here. Alt, and I don't think they know that. Oh, maybe they do.
They do. They've turned their attention immediately. They leave their opponent trapped in the storm. We'll deal with you later. We're going to clean up this duo before they expect it. And again, juggling attention of their opposition. If you're not looking at me, I'm aggressing you. If you are looking at me, I'm editing, I'm building, I'm dodging around corners. I'm using the mobility that you talked about. And they slowly encircle and eliminate their opponent. Now their attention going to be free to turn back. Going to just top up everything that they need. Flashy could use a little bit more shield. And still, it's JJ Moods, the solo player left from this trio. Probably has the reboot cards of them. Has snuck up, actually has the opportunity, decides not to pull with the Magnum. There's the Mammoth Pistol. First shot goes in and decides to build instead of continuing with the aggression. Thinks that it's enough to at least press their aggression now into this fight. Knows where their opponents are. Healing Mist comes out. So that's going to negate everything. JJ Moods also takes the opportunity now. Healing up with the last med kits. No extra shields. Their opponents on the move though. They're the first ones to start the aggression. First shot out. Has taken down Pine. 3, 4, 5, 7, 15 HP. Is trapped in here with the opposition. And you can imagine Pine's teammate going to be sticking around. This med kit brings back to full. Confirms Pine out. And it's the 1v1. Maybe this is not the cleanup that we thought it could be.
What a reversal over there. I mean, that initial Mammoth Pistol shot did go ahead and create that advantage over their Moods. Not grabbing those medkits, however, it could prove very, very vital as just trying to play under the cones right now. Playing the little bit of a low ground. Just sticking in the box. 42 HP. Can't stay out here for long. And unfortunately, the cleanup from Flashy comes through. That moment went from yeet to no yeet, back to yeet to no yeet again. I'm just going to say that. It's a roller coaster of emotions already.
I mean, it was a war of attrition. These little skirmishes were kind of like wearing each other out, using med kits, etc. Eliminate your one teammate, and eventually it's just JJ Moods ran out of everything. He put so much into that fight and such a big ups to the young player. Ooh, into the doorway, immediately into a brick wall, decides to back up, and Foxy Floodgate, not going to be the easy traversal that they thought it could be.
Zach opened that door and was like, "Oh, my bad, my fam. I didn't know you were here already. My fault. I'll shoot." And decides to back off.
Kind of thing.
Simpsons meme back in the bush, back through the hedge. It's fine. We'll just rotate. Don't worry about it. As the zone is going to close in soon. Storm number 4. And a couple teams now relocating towards the new Crime City areas as well. We're going to go back in with Juno as a knock comes through on Wizard. Actually, the confirm comes through on Wizard. A couple teams, or a couple players, I should say, on the hillside. Spots them out. Tries to beam through. Hollow, a Twister assault rifle is going to deal some damage through those bullets. Cracking 1, I believe. Yeah, and the amount of kills right now, and we talk about this all the time, of kills and placements. Both of them combined. Not one, not the other. Kills and placements count to those points.
Yeah, you've made top 10. This is big grind now. You've already got some decent placement points, and so keeping that member alive, but you're also going to be able to take kills. Unfortunately, when you've taken already a teammate that's met their demise, you lose one more, and you end up scurrying for your life quite quickly in these encounters. Rarely goes well for the escapee, and Juno claims another 2 kills right now, down to a duo, but certainly going to be happy with the points that they've secured thus far.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to remind you guys that first place of Victory Royale gives you 25 points. Heck, we've seen some guys get 25 kills and that first place over here. Getting a 50 in 1 match. That's a lot of points as Vezi goes up, but did not want to. That was almost like a Warzone clip. Going up the tower with his mines just waiting for you. Except that mines was a shotgun. And Zondi right now gonna get taken down as well. And that is Flashy as well, getting the elimination. And I think that takes it down to just a solo. Peter, the last one left alive, has that twin fire shotgun, and honestly, not a good shotgun for dealing with what's right above you.
Oh, it's not the Jurassic Park strategy. Quiet, sit. If they don't see me, they don't know I'm here. Their opponents haven't seen it, decides to go out, takes the first shot against them, second one misses, and the spray down, the desperate spray comes through. Final edit is the confirmation. But AR, something that we saw there for the little crouch of Flashy in that fight, and in the sniper duel that we saw earlier, these guys are so good at dodging shots, well-timed shots, with a little ADS strafe or a little crouch strafing, and against the snipers, that juggling of the aggression where if they're looking at me, the wall goes up. If they're not looking at me, I'm now building towards them. And it's so beautiful to see these guys. They've turned Fortnite into an art form, and they're, what, 13 to 18 years old?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is the school leagues, ladies and gentlemen. We have everything from high schools to even primary school players in here as well. And what these guys can do in these lobbies is absolutely insane. As the sniper shot comes through, was that a sniper or was that a Mythic Mammoth pistol? I could not tell. It was two very, very quick bullets over there. One could imagine it's either the Mythic Mammoth pistol or it's two Mammoth pistols in that inventory. Either way, dealing a ton of damage and actually causing Rocker to get knocked over there. DTA clicks, gonna get that knock, and that's gonna be a kill to the name as Hybrid gets the confirm.
Onesie has been the sole survivor from this trio twice in a row now, and this time I don't think the opportunity to get teammates back in is going to be with them. Onesie, out of interest, last time there were 12 people in the end zone, and 11 of them was on one side. It was Onesie alone on the last point and made that top 4 through pure rat tactics. We'll see that name again. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a smart late game opportunistic play. Some teams, though, still in full force. 4 to the name here from the DTA, question mark, squad 10 still Juno racking all of those up, and they're engaged in another duel.
And Juno right now names to be watching, and Flashy gets taken out over there. That's a squad that's immediately out. What was that? I think that was 11 or 12 kills that they've had. With a top 6 position, I guess it was, as the debut gonna go off, and Juno and Rilo gonna have their teammate back in business. I mean, they already had that 11 kills thanks to Juno, and with 5 teams left, 12 players left aligned, and that zone just to the east of Crime City, it's gonna be a hot end game.
Yeah, the fact that these guys managed to get back up to full strength, and they've now got, is that the laser? Please tell me you picked that up. Oh no, that's the deployable, right? That's, yeah. So, like, from that aspect, having 3, we talk about the numbers game. When you can play like these guys are, they've got the synergy. You can see them executing as a squad and, like, moving around targets, surrounding them and putting pressure, building up above them. The fact that you got 3, that's numbers. If you take you can trade out if you need at the end, and now they're going to put a couple more kills to their name. They want to try and clean this up. Still 5 teams left. Apparently too much, yeah, as Juno once more leads the charge, burns through builds with aggression, edits up themselves, and now chasing their opponents round and round. Unfortunately, their opponents running out of floor space decide to stand and fight. Wolf is most dangerous when cornered, but Rilo's coming to help from an alternative angle.
Oh my goodness, the speed that these builds are going off, the speeds that the walls are getting taken down and then retaken by a different player is absolutely insane, as Rilo now going to get that pickaxe out, break it, and one tries to run with that Sub-Zero, but Cade focusing a little bit too much over on that player who's dipping. Juno with that Mammoth pistol in hand, trying to get a quick little 1-2 with the shotgun and the Mammoth pistol. Gonna build a ramp out, and there's the kill. That's Usmut Maskas getting taken out right there. Again, names that we have seen before. Juno is on 12. Can we just talk about that? Juno is on 12, a total of 13 for this team, and almost maxed out materials as well as we move into our final few zones. Zone number 7. In 5 seconds, it's going to shrink in with 4 teams and 10 players. And on this side, Clicks, Hybrid, and Janil, they are just going to be chilling. They are going to wait and see what the perfect play would be. Do we rotate early? Do we try to let everyone else rotate ahead of us and get some free eliminations?
Yeah, they've got the distance now. They can afford to take these little pot shots. Still a bunch of med kits and supplies in the backpack. Oh, they take it. The 1v1 sniper joint was always going to come down to a single shot. And it's Rilo that comes off the benefactor. Seems like the res is going to go through. The team now has to step back. Janil actually doesn't have a lot. Just that single most important assault rifle in the game. Clicks also with a pretty vacant inventory. And that was all that one shot was all the impetus this, that Rilo and the rest of the squad here, Rilo going to be credited, so not just Juno doing all the work, but a massive 1 HP here for Hybrid, and that's not enough. Juno is going to confirm that, add to the scoreline, and 16 comes up for the squad. 3 squads left.
Like a pack of hounds moving together like it's Cerberus himself. Just gunning for the eliminations, moving together. That's the important thing there, Alt. They move together as a singular unit. Not like, hey, you push up and I'll hold this little high ground. No, no, no. They pushed in deep together. And that resulted in them getting eliminations very, very quickly. And look, they're not done yet, man. They want some more. They're saying, more eliminations? Yeet. Let's hop into it. Rilo gonna go ahead. Use that chug jug to top up. It's a top 3 situation at this point. So either way, a lot of points for Juno and the rest of the squad. As they are just beaming down now through these brick builds. Know that they are in there. And on the other side, it's just a lone solo on the minimap over there as well. All this is looking like the freest game for Juno and the squad right now. As some damage goes through. Cade up close. Cade actually goes ahead and gets taken out. That was just a visual error. Do not worry, ladies and gentlemen. But Juno now on the high ground, trying to go ahead, clutch it up again. Gonna pop that minis. Only has 53 HP left. Can I go ahead? This would be the prime third party for that solo. I'm just saying that right now. The edits come through. Rilo gets 1.
Here they come.
Go ahead. Thirsted, the solo coming in as well. Here's all that gunfire going out. Tries to run away is Jaffe, but unfortunately gets taken out. It's down to the solo left. What's going to happen? Onesie, shotgun and mammoth pistol in hand. And this is a dire situation. We knew who the winners were going to be in that situation. Juno and the rest of the squad ended off with a 20 bomb victory royale.
We say that the 20 bombs, they come out so often, and yet again we get to see it. Juno, 15 on their own. There was a point where I was wondering if Juno was going to get to the 20 bomb solo kind of thing. But you can see it in the way they play, especially towards the end zone. When they know that they're kitted out, when they're feeling good as a team, when they've just executed, they move quickly from point to point. They sweep across the map when whatever patterns they feel is best. That's way beyond my level of analysis. But they have a game plan and they move as one, like you said, that unit. And there's just nothing stopping them. They were going against a trio on the other side, right? It was a solo and 2 trios. And it didn't feel like the opposition was a trio. These guys just dominated far more space.
Yeah, no, they took up so much of that map as well. I wish the stats at the end of the game showed how much distance was actually traveled by the players. Because they went across, I think, the entire map. They landed near Lawless Lodge or whatever it's called, the new crime area position. I think they just rotated throughout that entire map, just dominating every single place that they went. And there wasn't even any mythics in their inventory out. They just had basic weapons. I think the highest was a couple golds. That was it. And they still dominated that beautifully. Absolutely wonderful. We will get confirmation on who that school actually is that won that first one. But man, what a first game to go ahead.
I love that they did that without mythics, because so many Fortnite players blame it on their inventory. Oh, you know, I got bad drops, or, you know, I didn't have my stacked out inventory. I'd take you in a 1v1 when we fully stacked. You only get to fully stacked at that stage when you've taken the last 4 fights and collected whatever they've picked up along the way as well. And that's the thing about being able to get early kills, consistent kills, moving around the map, sweeping up everything. You kind of guarantee yourself a pretty good loadout. It's never about the guns, though. It's about how you approach the game, and certainly a team that we want to watch as we go into lobby number 2, guys. So we're going to take a very short break, come back. I'm sure that was enough to whet your appetite of what a domination across the lobby looked like. There's more than one team to keep your eyes on as we head to lobby number 2 just after this.
Enjoying the games? ASL has been growing exponentially for the last 2 years. Now, term 1, and just in the high school league, we have 182 different registered schools, 1,123 students all participating. If you want your school, company, or anything featured on the streams, in the articles, drop an email at schools@acgl.gg. This could be the perfect place for your brand to live. But if you're not looking to be involved with the high schools, we still have the primary school and university leagues. So, what are you waiting for? It's time to get involved in esports.
It always makes me sad to bring back to the last lobby of Fortnite in a week just because of how much enjoyment. I don't know about you, but I was literally on the edge of my seat, clutching hands forward. I'm so glad the cameras weren't on there because I was glued to the screen the whole way and nothing but gas coming out of Klerksdorp Hoerskool. Sorry, I got to get my Afrikaans on there for a second. Klerksdorp, geez, that's harder to say with an English accent. Yeah, they did nothing but gas is a great name for that team because they did not stop running.
Oh yeah, no. You think that's us just complimenting? No. That's the team's name right there. Nothing but gas is all gas. No breaks now. Especially when there can only be one team per school in that Premier Division. The 4th year of ASL, of course, brought to you by Ace and Nitro. This beautiful little logo here. We need to polish it up. We need to get some LEDs behind it. Put it on the wall behind us. It'd be very, very nice. 4th year, 182 schools, competing for this prime spot to be at the top of schools in esports for South Africa. Term 1, week 3 right now. If you want to get your schools signed up, you can do that for term 2, schools.acgl.gg. You see the action over here. You see the hype that we bring towards Fortnite over here. We would love to do that for you and your schools. So go ahead and sign up for term 2.
Yeah, there's still so much time, and if you're worried, there are some great players here, and they're only great because they got involved with stuff. Training as a team, getting a squad behind you. We've had schools like, go watch those little clips in between. The schools that, if you don't know how to do it, ACGL will literally help you. They will bring stuff to your school instead of installations, etc., just to expose more and more teams. We want to get everyone involved with that. So definitely the home of South African esports for schools. That's great. And then the college level or the university league, and then the pro league afterwards. There is a path towards esports as a career, as an amazing hobby, as a beautiful game that it is. And the game for today, Fortnite AR, as we go to our final lobby. Nothing but gas. I don't know if we're going to be seeing the same group because, guys, there are 2 groups. So if you didn't see your friends in the lobby there, or you didn't get to see them on camera, maybe they were playing on the other side. But certainly, wherever we go, there's going to be talent.
Oh yeah, that's just a constant for ASL. That's a constant for ACGL as a whole as well. And then you mentioned Fortnite over here. I mean, last year we got to see at AGC Fortnite actually go live. You and me, Alt, got to cast that as well. And it was absolutely dope. We got to see these heroes meet who they've inspired. And those that were inspired meet their heroes, which is absolutely fantastic. And you talk about that stepping stone for these megastars in the making. For a lot of these guys, this might be like the first LAN opportunity that they'll ever get into. Might be the first esports opportunity that they'll get into. Might be the pathway into representing South Africa in esports as a whole. I mean, we see how much more stuff is opening up for South Africa. Leaks about new Fortnite servers for South Africa. Hopefully we'll be seeing that soon. And you know when that drops, ASL is going to be even hotter than what it already is.
I don't even know how. I mean, they've got so many titles, etc. But Fortnite, the last one for the day, nice little dancing Batman to get into it. So Battle Bus launches now, the last opportunity for week 3 of ACGL Schools League. And points up for grabs, position placement, all the regulars. I'm sure you guys are getting used to it by now. Yeah, I must admit, like AGC at the end of last year was great. As a teacher, to get to see my own students competing on the stages, to get to see the parents getting to actually see what esports is about. You know, it's not a spectator-friendly sport unless you know where to look. So we're so glad you guys are here with us on Twitch to see out the rest of the week. 52 people. Shout out every single one of you is important. Hey, let's get this action underway.
Alt, you know how this is going to be a damn good game? Look at how much people we got in this lobby. 87 people in this lobby. I think one of the biggest lobbies that we've had for ASL. That is a whopping number. I think it knocks out last time we had around 79 in the previous match. But I think our max has ever only been like 80. So this is breaking that record already.
And every single one of them has dropped in the southeast, apparently, or at least half the lobby. I mean, look at Masked Meadows. That's 3, 4, 5 teams, maybe. And Juno and the squad here coming out from Klerksdorp. Again, immediately start themselves off on a good foot. Take out Donnie on the other side. Donnie was one of those players that late in the game previously, so we'll see if they do manage to come back into it and wasting no time. Juno goes on the aggressive.
Dude, I'm like a squirrel. I see something shiny and I go for it. I see that baseball bat and I'm just locked in. I'm focused. And looks like Juno is just as focused, knocking another one and immediately pushing through. Look at the mobility with this baseball bat. It's not a good mobility item. Not like the swords and all. But Juno knows how to use it. And oh, that's immediately a squad wipe right there. In Juno's hands alone. That's 3 kills immediately.
Without taking damage. Not a single shot landed from the opposition, and I mean, just off the other side. Still action, not the only one lighting up the scoreboard. We see FNCS champion Stoicade both picking up some knocks of their own. Crankit engaged right now alongside G-Wizard. A bit of a jewel of their own. G-Wizard, the slightly more healthy one, going to create some space, but the angles have still been found. It's going to be Crankit taking that shot. Opponents going up over the top, and now it's up to G-Wizard to try and escape. There are 3 members of the opposition around, and tries to create a 1v1 with a nice window. Doesn't get the first shot. Tries to hit it through the second. It's not quick enough. Juno, of course. Who else? They found another set of targets. They're up to 7 kills already.
What happened? How did they get 7 already? We just landed, Alt. These guys are playing it like it's the Fortnite World Cup. It's insane. Just to get into Premier Division. And now baseball bat in hand, gonna utilize it for some speed. Just gonna move around a little bit more. They've secured Mask Meadows. They have that vault all to themselves. Well, maybe not completely all to themselves. There's a couple of squads, circling the area, but still a good distance away from that vault. They can go ahead and make some progress on it for now.
I think they want the other teams to come in. Out of the 20 kills in the lobby, they've got 7. They've got more than a third of the kills that have happened on the map right now. And looking for more. Stoicade now spots out just Milo and Prime. This duo are going to be up for a tough task. The first shot comes out from a green mammoth pistol. Doesn't connect. Prime is also here. Prime Durban, shout outs to the KZN crew. Still shots come out. Milo looking for a bit of a head glitch. There's a sniper scope on the other side, so a single shot will be again all that is needed for this to be the go call. Another member has joined in. It's a 2v2 right now. There's one more sitting back, and the aggression's coming out. They're wasting no time. They're not waiting for that sniper shot.
But Alt, look who's pushing them. It's the demons themselves. It's all gas, no brakes. It's Juno and the rest of the squad pushing in. As Milo and Prime trying to hold off as much as they can. They don't know what they've walked into. This is hell on Fortnite Island as Prime gets taken down to 2 HP. And look at this, like a pack of hyenas from every single angle, going ahead and connecting on every single shot. Milo taken down to 4 shield, 100 HP still on the line over here. But needs to run, needs to get out, run straight into the opponent, back down to 1 HP. That's another player twice in one day. And that is some more kills for this demon squad as they go and secure their position on the top of the board. And you know what the scary thing is, Alt? There's another duo right down south from them.
Pretty hiding, thinking, oh, is this a good time to third party? Hide, run. These teams dropping Mask Meadows, thinking it's going to be a walk in the park. Well, that park happens to be Jurassic Park, and the walk was taken down in a single bullet. Are you kidding me? This team now knows, because it wasn't an instant elimination, goes and confirms that, knows that there's at least one more target coming out here. Is this Rylo? Yep, pushing on the high ground, spotting, casually bouncing around, looking for any signs of life or panic. Has Stoicaden back, and I mean, Juno's off in the mountains, literally in the mountains.
Juno doesn't need to worry about anything. Juno was solo in that last game and got 15. I'm just gonna say that. A baseball bat comes through. We finally got to see it. The prophecy has been fulfilled as the baseball bat elimination comes through, and we move over to Sour King now, who needs to go ahead, play with his teammate, and try to get their other teammate back up. I mean, I'm just happy. Hey, peace, y'all. Yeet. Thank y'all for the baseball bat. We love y'all. But now trying to go ahead, get that res back up. It one knockdown. Still going to get a little bit of heals from that Slurp Sprite. But Sour King challenging with the golden pistol. It's not going to do too well over there. Needs to now go ahead, pop that med kit, but opting to go for the double days first. Again, the numbers advantage is more important. As another baseball bat swing comes through. Batman, I love you. You are the best. As we see Sinner get knocked out by that baseball bat. I think that's 2 home runs in one game, Alt.
Oh, I'm all on the side of Batman right now. Oh, gets taken down. It's Dragon. I think. No, it's sorry, Blue Taco from the high ground. It was the 1v1 duel. Sinner being the casualty of that baseball bat. And instead, Batman gets taken out, tries for a Harley Quinn maneuver, but is unfortunately the victim of their own crime. Evil prevails, and we're down to 24 teams. 10 full squads eliminated, but there's still so many targets. Clips another casualty here as Trips tries to make some space.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see that armored vehicle on the map already. And is that Juno all the way up north? Away from the team?
No, Sean. It really is north of the zone. I can't believe that.
That's dude traveled the entire map solo. We are going to move over to Dragon Slayer and the rest of the squad battling it out at Magic Mosses. One gets knocked, full box does get knocked. That's another knock with a sniper, I believe it was, in the kill feed. Cade getting some more kills as well. Rockerblade was the one to get the knock on Dragon Slayer. This is Rockerblade, Dex, and their teammate as well. And Virus, last one left. Trying to become Groot. Spots one on the left, spots one on the right. Which way are you gonna move? Either way, there's some bullets that you're gonna have to battle, my friend. But actually clearing up right now, they don't know where it is. It's a Drax maneuver, Alt. You're moving so slowly that you're basically invisible to everyone around you.
I love that. That's great. Actually just baits out the teammate, goes, you know what, confirm them. They can't see me. And anyone, if they had turned their head, would have spotted them. The tree offered only so much protection. And still stays alive, continues on to the next zone. Egghead in the squad picked up 4 kills of their own, decent inventory to boot. Hey, what I'm loving about this right now is we're seeing the power of the snipers with the reduction of mobility, which allowed people to get in close and use shotguns, which dominated for so many metas. A single sniper, a single mammoth pistol there. You saw, what was that, 12 HP? Comes out, Maskcast lights up with a double kill in the kill feed. This team, though, able to stabilize and needs to try and return some fire.
Hey, I don't think you wanted to turn fire. Yeah. Do you know who just shot Egghead? That was Juno.
No way.
You don't want to be fighting that. Oh, hell no. You want to run out of there. Juno alone, all the way up north, ran away from the teammate. And it's just
down south, by the way, in the mountains where we saw Juno earlier.
By the armored vehicle down south as well, just enjoying time at this little gas station. You know, maybe picking up some snacks over at it. Look, this little ice cream thing. And then, you know, a couple of kills on the way as well. You go pay for that at checkout as well. The rest of the team still down by the snowy mountains, and this is actually a good strat with how high the skill level is for this team. They can split up. I mean, look at this right now. They're gliding in. There's a team right below them. They can get some kills while Juno gets some kills and clears up part of that map for rotation as well. And Reflex and Drellin already on the low ground. Cade up top, organ hand trying to beam the one that's gliding through. Rilo also with an organ. This is something that we're seeing again. The communication from them. They're aiming at the same person. They just cracked the guy that's gliding. That's 150 meters away.
And there we go. Drillin takes to the ground as Stoicade hits the final shots. Now that's all the distance they're going to give their opposition. Close down, knowing that second target. There was one little purple person on the map that hid for the longest time. Jurassic Park strats pay off once more. And Cade has their sights set. They know exactly which little building. Rilo lands first, peeking through the window. A single shot takes down Reflex as Thomas Moore again once more on the ground. And I mean, if you're going to go down to a squad that has 14 kills already with 40 or 39 available targets, who's min-maxing the map by splitting apart. They're not even playing just for first place, just to try their best. They are here to get everything that they can out of it.
Nothing but gas is on Nitro right now as we see the Sub-Zero item getting used, but not going to do much against a shotgun to the face. That is going to be an elimination for Super. And now looking for one more, clearing out the area. No one nearby, though, as Ninja Warrior all the way up top. Great show, by the way. And Storm now, though, will have to go ahead and rotate. And at this point, you're seeing that lobby get cleared. You're seeing the kill feed. We're down to 17 teams. You're seeing these guys that won the last game. I mean, they are close to 2 or 3 squads, but they still split up, Alt. And you know what the scary part is? The splitting up doesn't even matter. Let's watch this. Rilo goes in, hits a shot, gets one. Ready with a shotgun, hits that shotgun shot again, gets taken down a little bit to 20 shield, reloads that shotgun, and he's gonna go back in and try to get another shot. On the other side of that build, we've got Cade just using that burst org to go through walls. It's through. There's Rilo with a second knock. And you know what the scary thing is? They're not even playing as a trio right now. That's a duo and one split. Let's talk about that split, who's on 7 kills, just getting another elimination.
They're cleaning up everything. Oh, Juno's finally in trouble. Suddenly, the teammates are not too far behind, but buying time is maybe not the only option. I mean, has got that big pot in hand. Only needs a single shot if they need it. He's going to take a single mini to get off that one shot. But I mean, one shot from a shotgun is certainly still available. Stoicade going to come in and help out. Flashy and Pine, certainly respectable oppositions. They don't know that it's these two. But they did. Oh, the beam comes through. That damage coming out again of that pivotal assault rifle. Hey, what's the name of that assault rifle?
The Hollow Twister.
Hollow Twister. And look at that. Choose through builds. Sniper scope comes out and waits for a second. Juno wrapping around the back.
Oh no.
Juno gets a shot off. Now pushes them into a Stoicade's line of sight. Is able to bolt through. Puts pressure from above. Cade again still waiting on side. Does pick up the 1 kill on Flashy. Juno gonna pick up the second on Pine. It's a squad eliminated by a duo. Rylo's now having a bit of solo time.
My dude, they are on 22 kills. They are on 22 kills. 22 kills with 27 left alive. This might be a new PR that we've ever seen on ASL. I'm gonna need this VOD to edit it down into something. I'm just gonna say that right now. Because this squad, we just had an Oni season last season. But now the demons are actually coming out to play. And that's Cade and the rest of the squad just pushing through every single player they come across. And on the Osmert side, they're just like, yeah, let's not get involved. We'll just watch this. Let's focus on the team on our left, in fact. As the shots come off, they connect a little bit with that Hollow Twister. Tony gonna move up a little bit. Has that Mammoth Pistol as well. Only 80 builds, though. Gonna be tough, but... I mean, you see that red markers on the map, and you know that Hellfire is incoming. The quick scope goes off, doesn't connect, but still able to beam through that wall. Goes for a second, hits that shot, by the way. That's a body shot. Shields are gone on that player. Juno gonna take the time to reload, and all of this ult with no shields on Juno.
But wait, right? Not overcommitting, right? At any stage. This is not a bulldozer running through opposition. This is someone just working their way with an all-access pass through a bunch of security doors. They come up against a bit of opposition and put a bit of code, knock the guy out completely. Door opens, they move on to the next one with the grand prize, the vault open in front of them. Maybe not the literal one in the game, but certainly all the prizes await. Across the map, there is a little bit of extra action as other people look to claim any kills that they can out of the match. This squad yet to find one and down by more than their kill tally. It's going to put them out of position. Edwin going to drop as well. It's just up to JJ Craft, who's skirting the zone, trying to get some distance away from the rampage of the little red dots on the north of the map.
It's scary. I mean, the color red is suiting their gameplay right now. They are the ultimate Sith Lords of this lobby, just wiping through everyone. Oh, no. Tony gets cracked. Scratch that. Tony gets knocked by Juno. And now, last one left alive is not gonna matter. This team is on fire. What's their name? Nothing but gas. Why? Because they never slow down. Look at the amount of kills. Look at the amount of players left alive. And we're only on zone number 5.
24 kills means that it doesn't matter what their points are right now. They will get more than a team who came first. That's already what they've done in this lobby, and they're not looking to slow down. Have lost one, so may want to try and think about trying to get a reboot. As the map flashed, I didn't see a reboot van available there, AR, so maybe you can point them in the right direction, but maybe that's going to temper them a little bit.
They just got to move towards zone is the thing. They literally just have to. And a boxed up porta potty? What a safe one. You know, I would use that porta potty. Very, very safe. A lot of maybe not. There's a gun right there. Hang on. Maybe not. Anyone goes in there, gets shot, and unfortunately Craft over there gets taken. And it's Rilo. Of course it is. They've taken out a quarter of the lobby. More than a quarter of the lobby. We had 87.
And they got the reboot button right there. I didn't realize that they were so close to one as we flicked off them for just a second. So, yeah, the Demolition Squad back in action. 12 squads left. Less than half the lobby, just actually over a third of the lobby. Jaffe, last remaining member alive. It's those 23 lives left that I'm more interested in. Yeah, AR, the slide, the bolt, dodges one, dodges two, and it's back in. Gets the knock with the shots. Jaffe with some fancy footwork. Gonna confirm this down now. Gets blasted. The trio comes together, manages to trade out 1-for-1, but Pro Yapster and Vibin Vibes, Vibes, I guess. They managed to at least bring in 2 to finish that out and take Canyon Crossing for themselves.
And we're down to our top 10 now. Zone moving all the way up back to Crime City. We're going to have a circle in Crime City, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is the first time we're getting end zone in that newer POI. So you love to see it, as Dink's going to go ahead and heal up Caden as well. Who's going to top up with those mini shields. And they are in the snowy mountaintops right now. But, you know, you might want to be careful, because there's a couple of people around you that you don't want to be taking a fight with. And, you know, they're pushing into the box. And just like that, they wipe. They are 29. Oh, they are at 29.
What amazes me is the speed at which they execute so many actions. It's not just the build edits, and it's not just the spray and the accuracy. They're swapping between weapons. It's like a shotgun shot, and before that, like, trigger is finished, the next one comes out, and then you combine it. Now the tracking, slice and dice. Here comes the baseball bat attempt, the RPG from the anime character. It's gotta be, but it's gonna be FNCS champion. Valiant attempt. Rilo actually takes a shot, but halfway through that bot, that mini did give them just enough HP. Still, the trio survives in HP, wasting no time. Juno takes an offensive angle, wrapping around there. Not gonna be doing it just on their own. Again, they know how to buy time when they're under pressure on their own. Yeah.
We switched away for 30 seconds. They got 2 more.
31 kills. We've got a 30 bomb. I don't believe ever saying that in ALS history.
Dude, we switched away for 30 seconds and they got 2 more? Where? How did they even do that? Snowwolf now gets shot at massively by those demons in red over there. Snowwolf has that launch pad, is going to go ahead, reposition with it, try to take the high ground, but with Storm moving this quickly, it's going to be a 5-tick zone very, very soon. And there it is, right there. Has the gold splashes to go ahead, but it doesn't matter. That's a lot of damage. I think it took a little bit of fall damage over there, which sped up that process of the Storm. But that kill goes to Juno, by the way, because Juno damaged him.
Oh, this team, though, Rilo coming back up, Juno, that was their last act in the game, but the pressure being put on Clarkstop, the res did not go off, and so it's up to Stoicade. This team's biggest strength has been their synergy as a unit, and now it's down to the individual. Stoicade gonna have to watch through the wall as Hybrid confirms out Rilo. He does confirm. Hybrid, though, gets the elimination as well, still alive, so 11 apiece for this entire squad. 5 people left, and all Stoicade can do now is try and make it the distance. As we go now, next zone begins to move.
It doesn't even matter if they win. Not only did they just break a PR of kills for ASL, but they've just boosted their points so much. I'm really interested to see at the end of this what their total points for today was, or what the total point is, as we got Phillies right now, you know, on the Snoop DOGG, trying to get that pump shotgun in. I'm gonna go ahead and deload it, pull those walls. You know, it's a dire situation over here, but you have the health advantage in this situation. Dropping all the way down, trying to find where they are, but Cade has already backed up, and they don't even know that Cade backed up that quickly. And baseball bat in hand, now gonna go ahead, reposition. I'm not too sure. It doesn't look like there's any reboot vans available. So in this top 4 situation, it's all up to Cade.
And he's still spotting. Good footwork again. Each one playing mind games, just keeping out of line of sight. Pokes out for just a second, so Cade gonna wait, but the 2 teams are still around. A trio and a duo are going to be coming down, drawn by the sounds of gunfire. So whoever wins this still going to be up to a mammoth task ahead. Still up for the pride. The fight comes in. Cade takes the aggressive. Bull burns through the first build. Gets a nice cone up in the center. Spots the opponent over the wall. They're both sending off jumping shots. The edit comes out. Backs up for half a second. Half edits through for each of them. Slicing and dying. Crossing it across. But
Wait.
I think Felix gets taken down. The third parties have arrived. It's Dragon Slayer in for that. And what happened to them afterwards? They disappeared.
It's a 2v1 out. They're on height. They have the advantage right now. They can go ahead and end the curse that has been nothing but gas on this lobby. Only 10 kills total, but that's still going to give them a decent amount of points throughout this if they win it. And they even have a secret jump pad underneath there 1x1 to go ahead and rotate into that next zone. And they just got to play their numbers right now if they want to win this. I mean, we saw what Cade was able to do over there. We saw I was able to take those fights, turn them into 1v1s, and get those shots off beautifully. Not too sure if Dragon actually hit that shot on Cade, but a lot of pressure getting put on. They did hit that shot on Cade. Cade has no shields on right now. Only has 34 bullets left. It's a tough situation. This can go either way, though, based off of that skill level and based off of the numbers advantage on the other side. 36 HP means that you can't take any damage from the stone, but the high ground proves to be vital. That's AWAC and Dragon taking the victory, but I mean, at the end of the day, the headlines is still going to be nothing but Gas getting 33. Either way, though, W to that 11 kills that Dragon and AWAC managed to get for that victory royale.
Yeah. You know, that's the thing is both of that 1-2 position are now dominating score lines. It really just pushes the rest of the lobby back by so much. Between them, that's 33 plus 11, 44 kills out of the 80 squads that join. That's more than half the lobby taken out by 6 players, by 2 trios. That is incredible and a deserved 1-2 finish for them. And you know, settling for second place with 33 kills is an admirable feat. I don't think their heads are going to be too low here tonight. So what a way to finish off the third weekend. Really now it kind of just goes towards seeding perhaps, or I mean there's not really seeding in Fortnite. It's fighting for those last 32 places, and I'm pretty sure we've seen the teams that have already qualified coming out. Yeah, it's so good to see, and these are the teams that make me so excited. These are the guys I want to meet at AGC later this year.
I mean, surefire, we are going to go ahead and meet these guys because the way that they're playing throughout these weeks, whoever we've seen at the top of that food chain so far, we're definitely going to see them. But what happens when you take all of those at the top of the food chain and put them in one lobby together, Alt? What chaos do we get then? That's what we'll have to wait and see.
That's term 2, man. 8 weeks of play. We get to see these guys scrapping it out tooth and nail. 8 weeks is a lot of lobbies, friends. So getting to see these guys, 16 times over and over again. We'll get to see if there's still one team that stands head and shoulders above the rest of the lobby, or if it really starts trading hands week by week. But we do have one more week for you guys. Next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we bring you Fortnite starting at about 4 o'clock. And then we go normally in the afternoons, depending on the day. Keep an eye on the schedules. We got Valorant action. We got Rocket League. Maybe we got something else thrown in there. We'll see what we can organize in the coming days. But otherwise, look at the website. If this is the first time you have seen schools esports being celebrated like this, schools.acgl.gg, the place to go find out all the information, booklets on how to register, or otherwise contact one of the admins on their Discord. They will be more than happy, or on email, you know, whatever. Give it to a teacher, say, this is your responsibility now, I want esports. And I'm sure, just show them a mod like this. It's a real thing, AR.
Yeah, it's absolutely. I mean, we have 182 schools that have signed up already. We would love to get to that 200 mark for term 2. So schools.acgl.gg. Get signed up if you can. Let's see what happens. I mean, you don't have to be the top of the food chain like these guys. You can be in the middle somewhere over there and still go ahead and get these kills. Still go ahead and put on a fantastic show. Still go ahead and represent your school being the best. I just want to point out, we just got confirmation on the points over there. Nothing but gas. Nothing but gas is sitting on 223 points.
Out of context, that's not super amazing, AR, but when you compare the gap, that starts to get a lot.
Second place is RHS Fortnite B with 104 points. There's a whole 120 point gap between first and second.
I mean, that 100 zone is where you're expecting people to get. You know, it's like 25 points for first place and then points for kills. So you got a RHS in second at 104. We've got Edgemead coming through at number 3 with 96 points. So, you know, very close fight for second, but it is a fight for second at this stage. Nothing but gas. It's fantastic showing out of Klerksdorp. And looking forward to seeing you in the Premier Division. Well done, guys. Fantastic day of Fortnite.
That was in 2 games, by the way.
That's not final leaderboard, by the way, guys. That's today.
That was today.
Today.
That's 223 points in 2 games.
Because I think it's 2 points per kill and then 50 for a first place. Guys, go check the website. I'm not the expert, but I think that's about what it is. So, yeah, that's what 33 kills in a second place, plus a first place win in the first game with the 20 bomb. That's what Fortnite has for you. That's it for the week, guys. That's enough. We've got plenty to have in our memories. If you enjoyed this action, next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, AR, myself, we'll see you there with the rest of the crew here from ACGL. Big shout out to production and Ace and Nitro, of course, for the support of the stream. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Bye.